Hey folks, Gary T here. Hope everybody's doing all right, doing a lot of guitar playing. Today I thought I would go over the tone of a song. The song that we're going to be looking at is by Khraungbin. The song's called Mr. White. If you're not familiar with Khraungbin, they're a band from Houston, Texas, three-piece band. They've actually been around a pretty long time. I think I discovered them around 2019. The song Mr. White comes from their first full length album, which is Universe Smiles Upon You. I've seen a couple of people go over a guitar course on playing the song, but none of them have ever had the tone. They played it good, but the tone wasn't like what Mark has, because it's kind of a muffled tone. It almost sounds like an organ on the album. So let's take a look at what I use to get his tone. All right, here we go. Now, number one on the guitar, I got lucky, and these just came out not even a week ago. This is a Mark Spears signature Stratocaster. I will do a video on this later on. Let's look at some pedals. All right, Mark does use Electro Harmonics Holy Grail. I've got this on Hall reverb at about noonish. He does use a Strymon El Capistan. This is a delay pedal. I keep it on single tape head on the A mode. And now I watched his rig rundown and I just kind of copied this from what he had his set on. So if you want to do a screenshot of this, if you're using this pedal, it'll help a lot. Now, Mark uses an old, I think it's a DS1, the old orange distortion pedal. I don't have one of those, but I use this old 78 distortion, because you're not really using it for distortion, you're just using it to kind of fatten up the sound a little bit. So looking at what he did, I've got my distortion and tone pretty much off, and the output you can just move depending on the size of the room you're in. The big pedal in this for the tone is wah-wah pedal. He leaves his wah-wah pedal on most of the time so that you don't have a volume change. So I've got mine on, and to get that kind of, I don't want to call it a muddy sound, but that kind of Wurlitzer sound, I've got it at about 3/4 of an inch from off right here. Now, in saying that, I'm using a Lux Reverb. I've got my bass turned up a little bit to kind of cut out the highs on the wah-wah. And I'm just using a Fender Deluxe Reverb. Reissue silver face. Let me grab my Stratocaster. Sorry, I'm using a phone. For those of you that don't know how to play the song, I will try to do a video on it later on. Right now, we're just going for tone. So, as a tone example, here we go. So there's you a good example of the tone for the Khraungbin song, Mr. White. I hope this has been helpful. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you don't think it's that close and you found something that is closer, please leave me some information down there. Like and subscribe if you want to. I've got a lot of different things on my channel. And everybody have a great day. Play as much as you can. If you got things on your mind, sit down and play your guitar and everything will be better. And now, if you haven't heard this song, Khraungbin Mr. White from Universe Smiles Upon You, it's just a great song. The whole album is great. So it's great seeing everybody. And y'all have a great day. Peace out. GT.